To some people, golf might be a little boring, but for people who routinely keep up with the gentleman's sport, they would likely be well aware of the story we are going to cover in today's video. If you have not heard, Phil Mickelson has found himself in a rather embarrassing situation, and it's probably the funniest thing to happen in golf for quite some time. Stick around because you're not going to want to miss a single second of this video. With all of that out of the way, let's get right into it. But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple. First up, Phil's premature celebration tweet. For those who do not know, the PIP Award, or the Player Impact Program Award, is given annually to the most popular player amongst fans. They have an algorithm that can mathematically determine the most popular player in the sport by compiling data from 5 different sources: Nielsen data, Google search data, MVP index, meltwater mentions, and Q rating. All of these combined can help the PIP determine who the fans deem to be the most popular, and this year it went to a golfer who didn't even step on the course all year. That's right, Tiger Woods found a way to win a PGA award without even stepping onto the course, but it was Phil who figured that he was going to win the award due to his performance this year. In December of 2021, Phil Mickelson tweeted out a thank you tweet to the fans expressing his gratitude to us for helping him capture the trophy. However, he made a fatal error. He released the tweet before the calculation was made and before a winner was announced. Mickelson tweeted, "I'd like to thank all the crazies and real supporters too for helping me win the PIP. To get the second half of the money, I have to add an event I haven't played in a while. See you in Kapalua. P.S. I'll try to find another hot controversial topic soon." It wasn't until March 2nd of 2022 when they finally announced the winner of the award, and unfortunately for Phil and his crazy fans, he did not win the award. So, was Phil even close? While Phil did not win the PIP award, he did come in second place, which is still very good, and it comes with a cash reward. But instead of $11 million, it's only $8 million. I'm sure he'll be able to cut his losses and be okay with second place in that case, right? But not only did they announce the winner or the award, they also posted the exact number, and they were not pretty for Phil Mickelson. The graph that displayed all of the results showed that Tiger Woods, despite not even stepping onto the links this past season, was still number 1 in terms of Google searches, meltwater mentions, and Q rating, leaving Phil far behind him in the dust. Phil came in second place in terms of Google searches and Q rating, but was far behind Tiger in every other category. So why was Phil so quick to congratulate himself on winning the award? Well, he has yet to comment on this hilarious blunder, but if I had to assume, I would assume that he had thought he would certainly be at the top of the fans' lists because Tiger didn't play at all this season. But I think Phil definitely should have assumed that arguably the most famous athlete of the 2000s would still find himself in contention for the PIP award regardless of his absence from the tour. But I see where Phil was coming from. It does take a certain type of personality to still be in everybody's mind, even when you aren't playing or being actively shown off by your sport. But if anyone can do it, it's Tiger Woods, clearly. We already know that Phil has yet to say anything since his blunder has been publicly exposed, but Tiger has responded, and we think that you're gonna love what he had to say to his rival. What did Tiger Woods say in response? Tiger Woods has been in the media plenty of times. Sometimes it was for his great play on the course, and other times it has been for some less than ideal stories, like his infamous cheating scandal back in the 2000s, or his awful car crash that ended up keeping him off the course for the past season. But his most recent outing in the media revolves around this hilarious situation, and I don't think that Tiger could have given us a funnier reaction. Tiger Woods took to Twitter to respond to Phil's premature celebration, and he kept his response short and sweet. Tiger simply types "whoops" as his response with 2 confused emojis. Could Tiger have come up with a more clever response to this weird scenario? Perhaps, but could he have made a comment that was equal parts simple and equal parts a metaphorical middle finger to his all-time rival? I don't believe he could have. Tiger Woods very simply putting "whoops" is such a slap in the face to Phil Mickelson. It's not even funny. But if you're watching this and you're thinking, Phil is already going through an embarrassing time, can't Tiger just leave him alone? Well, the answer to that is no. no. Phil celebrated publicly about winning an award without any confirmation that he had won or was even in contention to win. Phil is lucky he came in second because he technically could have come in third or fourth and looked even dumber than he already is. And at that point, would you be happy if Joe Burrow had tweeted, "Hey, thanks everyone for supporting us and helping us win the Super Bowl," after the Bengals upset the Chiefs, just for them to lose to the Rams in the Super Bowl like they did this year? Of course not. People would be incensed if a pro athlete bragged about winning an award before actually winning it. So I think that Mickelson deserves all of the razzing that he's going to be getting over the coming months. Who else was on the list besides Tiger and Mr. Narcissist? We already know that Tiger was the first place golfer in terms of fan popularity, and we know that Mr. Premature himself, Phil Mickelson, came in second, but who else found themselves in the top 10 in terms of fan popularity? In third place was Rory McIlroy, which is really no surprise as McIlroy actually placed in the top 10 in all 5 categories except for the Nielsen rating where he placed 11th overall. Hilariously, McIlroy actually placed higher than Mickelson in meltwater mentions, which makes Mickelson's premature celebration even funnier. The score is shown in an overall rating that comes closer to 1 the higher rated they are. For example, Tiger was won the PIP and he had a 0.9664. Mickelson came in second with a total score of 0.9307, which is a difference of 0.0357. McIlroy came in third place and he scored a 0.9034, which places the difference between second place Mickelson and third place McIlroy with a difference in points of only 0.0273. That means that the gap between third place and second place was smaller than the gap between second place and first place, which only makes Mickelson's celebration even funnier. He was very close to being dethroned for second, let alone first. I'm sure this will serve as a lesson for Mickelson for the next award season though, and maybe he'll wait until he actually wins before he celebrates. So who else was on the list besides Tiger, Phil, and Rory? In fourth place was Jordan Spieth, who actually came in second in Mickelson rating, which is what shot him so high in the standings. In fifth place was Bryson DeChambeau, who placed first in Nielsen ratings, which makes sense due to his impressive performance this year on the tour. In sixth place was Justin Thomas, who actually placed second in the MVP index. In seventh place was Dustin Johnson, followed by Brooks Koepka, who ended up placing third in MVP index despite coming in so low on the list. In ninth place was Jon Rahm, who came in third in the Nielsen ratings again despite coming in ninth. If it was not for his amazing Nielsen ratings, he would not have made the top 10. And coming in 10th place was Bubba Watson, who placed first in the MVP index, which single-handedly brought him into the 10th position in fan ratings with a score of 0.8497, which means the gap between first place and last place was really not that big at only 0.1167. But despite not finishing at the top of the list, all of the players in the top 10 received at least $3 million. So I'm sure they'll get over their crushing defeats, right? That's all we have for you guys today on the channel. Thanks so much for watching.